feel or speak. And in the moment you step in a trap, you get pissed because someone cuts you off just like that. Somewhat of a bipolar paradox, wouldn't you say? I digress. I've been trying to figure this race-ism thing out. So I've decided to agree that racism stems from hate, fear, period. But do you remember when you were a kid? And you hated, I mean hated, the opposite sex so intensely, only to find that you really loved them and didn't quite know what to do with all that sexual, pubescent energia, nor the apparent difference in playground etiquette and dress. We also have a more 21st century psychoanalytic version. It seems there's one of two ways to view yourself. In the eyes of oneself or in the eyes of others. Once that opinion is etched in the subconscious, becomes a microcosm how we view the world of it. What? I think it means if we look at ourselves from an internal perspective and unconditionally love what we find, or change what you can't love, then there's no way anyone can ruffle that foundation for who better than you to tell you what you are or should be about. Conversely, if you don't quite have a secure perspective, you inevitably dwindle your true self down to nothing more than fertilizer, but in order to survive, we learn to project that self-doubt outward onto others. The obvious choice, the most different, it must be them, it can't be me. So, given the premise, the black-white thing is kind of understandable. I mean, opposite ends of the spectrum, but then there's this Serbia-Croatia bit, and, well, they're all white. Israel, Palestine, as close in the tannish brown hue as one might find. It's religion, huh? To realize that no one, no church, no religion can hold damnation or eternity over our heads. And that it is but we must answer to in the end at heaven's gate is the reckoning of our day.
1,000 years, and I'd say it's time to change. Religious walls I've had all I can stand. Tell me what's cut I have been thinking of. No, pain again.
I mean, regardless of which sect one extends from, listen, I am so sure that Jesus, Muhammad, Allah, Buddha, hey, God for that matter, well, all those forefathers would have probably agreed that cutting off our own life breath, meaning air, is not what was expounded in love thy neighbor. All holy books somewhere seem to have two recurring themes, right? One, God, creator, is love. And two, that we were all created in God's own image. So why the dispute among religions? I mean, Jews say this, Muslims say that. Get this. There's Catholics, Christians, Presbyterian, Methodists, Hindus, Jehovah's Witnesses, Lutherans, Protestants, Episcopalian, Adventists, Baptists, 7 million sects of Buddhism, just to name a few million. I mean, talk about religious wars. If religion leads to war, what do we need with it? Oh, wait. There's that elite suppressing the masses thing yet again. Do you think we, the wealthy capitalists, believe in the biblical Quranic gods as we, the poor, less educated genre, perceive? If we're poor and suppressed, there must be a God, and our wealth will come in the afterlife of eternity, because certainly we're not poor and suppressed for no reason. The Bible allows for inhumanity with a do this and this happens attitude, granted. They seem to be offering suggestion to a mind-boggling display, but based on a I'll turn my responsibility over in one neat little packet of send to an elderly Saxon gent, when in imperialist theory, if one is content and can bear the punishment of the 10 premeditated crimes, it sooner becomes easier to rape and pillage than to willfully praise oneself or drink a glass of holy water. It sooner becomes easier to rape, pillage, than to willfully praise oneself or drink a glass of holy water. It sooner becomes easier to rape and pillage. Don't break it, but can you take it? You're down to my vein. I'll start all the self-control, cause when you stroll, I'd sell my soul.
was right for just one night. Baby, feel inside to all your night. Shake it, don't break it, babe. Say you might be the cause of a fatal mistake. It's so unfair, a body that red young compared to the most evident. Ooh, if only you knew just what you do. You put my head in my heart to stand.
Sorry, we had to hear that. It's been so long, tell me where I go wrong. How could I have waited for something so wrong? It's right. It's one thing to wish for, a cup of broken hearted. All I feel for is what's inside. Trying. black empty. Why questions for questions? Why? Why? Sounds like this has been done before. Realism, lesson, level, learning, I love you, asking karma, restricted age, past, present, future, of course, time and turn. Who got so elaborate with the language, and why is there so much I cannot communicate, not even to you? Going for words, you understand? Okay, aside from the fact that we are now, right now, as I see you seeing me, we are now spinning only about 625 miles per hour. Means if the Earth is revolving this speed, then you and I and all things attached are revolving this speed. Ever-expanding universe, marking time, maintaining the same galactical coordinates throughout time and space as we understand it. Well, how about perpetually evolving in motion? Now that seems as near to Jupiter as infinite reality star 7, which of course in Spanish is corazón. You wonder why infants stumble about recklessly? Takes a bit to get unbalanced with 600 cycle revolutions. Perhaps we're meant to roll about the planet. Why labels? Sex, age, weight, race, rules, allowances, boundaries, borders, need I say more? All this and more and less from the mind? How much has not been thought of, and why can't we define eternity? Why can't time begin again once everything's been learned? Everything itself has got to have a limit, and if I'm wrong, then what? Oh, therefore leading to insanity! This is scary. It's supposed to be scary. What keys are held by the insane? It seems to be a synonym for handicaps, minority, non-superior. Maybe need more explanation, maybe not. Something. May I say more? You see, and now that I've built my little abstract world as intently as the structure, structurally even, what next? Hypnosis. Mysticism. Buddhism / Siddha. Too deep to be deep. Even not even. Dreams. No? Another world, our reality. Actually means food, and Webster was misinformed through evolution. God, I love that. Okay, ladies. Why yuck? Why sex? Well, why not? Men! Why yuck? Why sex? Well, why not? See, there's always a safeguard. Racism? Religion? Have you experienced the absolute purity of eternal love? Making love, soulmate relation, leads to moments within moments. Of course, that could be a life given time as an illusion, but the realization, like death on Earth, to be human. I sometimes feel cursed, weighted with human feelings and human emotions, yet making love meshes us, to all, with all. I mean, in order to see this intangible feeling, our non-limits, all one has to do is to simply glance into the boundless sky blue. And then birth, life, death could be somewhat recognized as simultaneous. So you see, I do believe I've experienced death already in the hurt, discomfort, cringe of the harshness of pain and life expression to the understanding, the absolute understanding of all that is, and that is I and I it, you, me, we, it. When one says, you're a lucky person, you sometimes get a sick feeling in the gut, knowing the balance that's certain to come. To be lucky, one must experience unluck. To be free is to be trapped. Enough interesting reading.
Thank